Welcome to Java Velocity Byte. Today we will be discussing about Java. So, just I'm explaining what is array, why we need to use array first of all. So here, if you use like name, so name will be stored in the form of only it will store only one value, and this is a reference name, this is the data type, and this is the actual value. And we can directly print by using system.out.println. So if we need to store more than one more than one element in particular data type, then we will go to array. Okay, so this is a thing why we are going for array instead of normal Java data type. So it will store this, and now I will try to print both the things. So I will print the student name one element of data. So here see the matrix form only. So more than one data we are storing in array. So that's why we will use the array. Okay. So if we try to print this thing, what it will get, we'll see. So the name, it will be printed. So I have placed extra curly braces so that it shows the error. So I have resolved that. So now we are printing. So here see the name is printed. But if you see the student name, this is printing with the reference name only. So if you see this, so it is printing only reference name. To print the each value, we need to go for loop. First, I will explain what is array. Array is used to store more than one element. Then we will call this is as of now array. Array will be like fixed in size. So at compile time only we are fixing the size. At runtime we cannot modify this whenever we try to execute the program. So now we will try to see how to print the values by using the for loop. So for loop, I will explain for loop clearly now. Int I equals to 0, I less than student names dot length which you will give the length of the particular array, and you are giving post one, you are incrementing. So now see, I will explain this. For is a keyword, and inside this what we are doing is like first one is like initialization. Okay, then condition check. Condition check, what it will return in condition check, it will return the boolean value, and after that what we are doing, condition check and incremental operation incremental. So if you see this, so this is int I is, so here this is a data type we are taking as int data type, and we are initializing from 0. Why we need to take the 0 first of all? So whenever you use with the array always stores in the form of index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4. So like that. So array always start with index 1 only. So that's why we need to take int I equals to 0 here, and I is less than student name dot length. This is where we are checking the condition. So the initialization unit, so there you try to print the value. If you say like 1 means, then it will print from Visa. If you take 2 means, if int I equals to means, it will print from Murli. But I need to print from starting data, what the data present in the array. So that's why I'm taking int I equals to 0. And if you see the condition check, how we are checking the condition, I means 0. So the first time 0 less than. The length is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total 5 elements are there. So the length is 5. 1 is less than 5. This is a true condition, and it will go to I plus plus. So see step 1. Step 1. Step 1 what it will do? I equals to 0. Okay. 0 is less than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. And incremental operation as of I plus plus I value equals to 0 only as of now. Once it is completed means once it enter into this curly braces, and it will perform this operation. I will show what the operation as of now we are performing. System.out.println. I am able to print. I need to print the values. So students names, and I is the value means index value. In students names reference variable, I need to print the first time 0th value. So this is executing, and it will print output as this will print output the first name, whose first name is Ramesh. So it will print the output as Ramesh, the first one. If again the loop will go to step 2 means again the loop will go to iteration wise. How many times it will iterate? It will iterate 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 means total 5 times but starting with 0 and ending with 4 12. So then now once it is completed, it is iterated. Now the I value becomes 1. Why? Because due to this post incremental. What the post incremental is to like the first time it's a like you are starting with 0. So 0 only I value. Once it comes to 15th line, once the 15th line is completed, the I value will be incremented. So that's why we are calling this as post incremental. Post means once you done the operation, then it will increment. Now the I value becomes 1. Now we will check I less than, sorry, 1 less than I means 1 now, 1 less than 5. This is a true condition. Now I value is 1. And output is what it will print as of now. Now the one index, what the value we are having in one index. So now we are having in one index like this one. So it will print the again it will iterate through the another step and now after doing the post incremental now once Vista is printed then it will do post increment. Before I value is 1, now it will add 1. So now I value becomes 2. So this is I value. Once it print, now the I value becomes 2. For this also, first time the I value is 0 and after printing the post, then I value becomes 1. So this one will come to step 2. Then again, the I value becomes now what? Here we said like 2. So here the I value is 2 and 2 is less than 5, 2 is less than 5 and I value equals to 2 as of now. Output is what it will print? The output is morally it will print. And post increment, once it print the value, it will do. What is the goal value? 2. Now it will increment by 1. So now 3. So step 4. I value equals to 3 and 3 is less than 5 and the I value becomes as of now the I value in post incremental is 3 only because it needs to execute the for each blocks. So it needs to perform this operation. Once this perform this operation, then Ramesh Vishwa Murli done Probla and Reddy is there. So this is Probla and post increment. Now post increment I value equals to 3 plus 1. Okay, if you write single line of code, this is a single line of code, but try to remember this step so that you can perform other operation, how the loop is executing, how the loop is starting, why we are getting index out of bound exception, and if you try to start from one, what will happen? I will discuss those things also now, but try to listen carefully so that in the next time you will understand these things. So if you do like just coding and okay, just we are printing this, that is not the one. So we need to learn the concept. What is the thing? So now I value becomes 4 and now it will print ready as an output. Once it is completed, what is the post increment? Once it is done, the post increment I value equals to before 4 plus 1. Now it is 5. So everyone will get confused. Again, it will check in step 6 also. It will check for I equals to 5 because it is already incremented. 5 less than 5. So you need to know the condition. 5 is less than 5 is a false condition. This is not a true condition. It will stop the operation. So here condition false. Now the condition is for it will stop the operation. It will stop executing for it will stop. Okay, it will stop executing. So now see, I will proceed print Ramesh. What we saw like the same way it is expected and it is printed the value. We saw here the output how we went, how the steps are going. See, Ramesh is printed. If you see here, The Ramesh is printed, then Vishwa is came, then Murali is came, then Vogla is came, Reddy is came. After that, it will check the condition and it will stop executing because this condition is failed. So what you need to remember, these things. Initialization and condition check. First one is initialization, then condition check and post incremental we try to use. After that, we are performing some executions here. We are printing the data. Once you done, then only once after executing this line number 21, again it will go for incremental one. After completing the checks and it will pass, again it will increment. So it will keep on increasing once this line number 21 is executed. Here the main thing is condition check. So it will check the condition. If condition is false, then it will stop. Otherwise, it will not stop the operation. Okay. So this is the use of for loop to print the more than one element in Java, like array. As of now, we are discussing. In the future, we will discuss about list also. Array is a fixed in size. Now I will start I will start the debug and I will show whatever the steps I have written from the code also as of now, so that it will be clear for you how the Java is executing by step by step. I will put some debug points and I will start executing. So first I kept at line number 21 and now I will start debug operation. So see here I is 0 only. So post incremental. I say now I value is 0 given and it check the condition true and I place place. It is not doing anything as of now. Once it is execute this line number 21 inside the for loop, then it will try to increment the operation. For the next step, it will becomes I1. So the same thing I have told. So see here. See here I is 1. So now in one index what we will have this one, so that it will print that value. See here already if we go to console, see here Ramesh is printed, Vishwa is printed. Now it will print the next value. So now I is 2. So once it is performed the operation. Now I is 3. Okay, the same thing it will go 4. Once it says like 4, now the incremental operation says like 5 and it is terminating because it checked the condition 5 is less than 5. It is a false, so that's why it is printed. You will get some confusion. 5 less than or equals to, then it will execute the condition. But 5 is less than 5 is a false. 5 less than or equals to 5 means that it will come true. Okay, so those things we need to remember how we are using those things. So now we have completed this. And I said like I will show like if someone try to start from 1, what will happen. So see now it will not print to the 0th index. In 0th index we are having Ramesh. Only it will print Vishwa, Murali, Obla and Reddy. But it will not print Ramesh. Why? Because we kept like starting from index 1, not from the 0. So it will skip the index 0 value now. See here Vishwa, Murali, Obla and Reddy. But it will skip the first index value Ramesh. So that's the use of this. And also if you try to, this is the one I equals 1. So always you need to go with 0. And also if we try to print, so I say like 5 less than 5. Right? If I will keep 5 equals to 5 means 0, 1. So here if you see this is a 0 index, 1 index, 2 index, 3 index, 4 index. Means 4 values are present. If you start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 values, but the length will be always integer number, it will say like 5. So 5 less than 5, it is true and it will terminate. If you keep equals to, now it will try to search for the fifth element. There is no fifth element because index start from 0. So that's why you will get index out of bound exception. After printing the values, it will try to search for the other value and it will display like index out of bound exception. We'll try to see. See now. Array index. The same thing I say like index out of bound. This is array, so that's why it says like array index out of bound exception because the fifth element is not there. So here say out of bound for length 5. So this is the thing where it is showing this is the one. So whenever it try to search for the fifth element, there is no fifth element because index start from 0 to 5. So that's why you need to be careful with this. Either you need to remove here equals to, or you can keep like, if you keep equals to, then you need to keep like length minus 1. Then length minus 1 means 5 minus 1 4. So 0 index, 1 index, 2 index, 3 index, 4 index, up to 4 index. Now it will execute. You don't get the error because you calculate minus 1. So then the equals also works. Why I'm became why I'm explaining these two things means, in some people will take like less than 5, some people will go with equals to, and they will put length minus 1 also. So that's why I explained the two things here. Okay, and this is the one. And if you try to, so this is the one how we need to be carefully check the condition. And thanks for watching the video, and please follow the channel for more content. If you require any more topics, please ping in the comments. In the further videos I will try to explain those videos, those concepts also. And don't forget to subscribe the channel.